A 20-year-old man is suing the provincial government for failing to protect him from his abusive mother. Sadly, his case wasn't an isolated incident, but shows the depth of problems within the province's child protection system. Around the same time, in what a judge called a house of horrors, the same thing was happening to children in another family. How does this happen? Children abused under the noses of government social workers. It may have something to do with the philosophy.
The way forward is to return as many children as possible to their families and to their own individual support systems. Our goal and objective, once we remove a child, is always to try to get the child back with their families, with their caregivers, with their relatives as soon as possible. So that's the way forward. That's the number one goal and objective always, and always will continue to be.
It may be the way forward, but a former child and youth advocate wonders how many reviews and recommendations it'll take for the government to protect children. When Carol Chafe retired in 2016, she was clearly frustrated.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you we're seeing the change enough on the front line.
10 years before Chafe retired, there was the Turner Review. Zachary Turner was just 13 months old in 2003 when he was killed by his mother in a murder-suicide. Even though she was charged with killing the boy's father, the government let him live with her. That 2006 review said Zachary Turner absolutely should not have died, and it recommended changes to benefit all children at risk in Newfoundland. 10 years before Turner, another report. In 1996, the very same year the young man who is suing the government today was born, the government was asking the public how to fix a broken child welfare system. Even 20 years ago, it was just another in a pile of government reports. The 96 report said time and time again, individuals and groups complained that these reports had been shelved.
Now we're out looking at how these studies that are gathering dust can be used. And so I'm hopeful that some of the policy suggestions that we make will be put in place. We're trying to be realistic about it.
1996, 2006, 2016, the government ordered another review of child welfare. Talk to social workers today, they'll tell you there are still major problems in the system.
I beg to differ. It has been happening. It's a very slow process. The protection of children is very complicated. Every single case has intrinsic details that are complicated and complex, and every case has to be treated individually.
The lawsuit against the government today says it failed to protect vulnerable children. That's exactly what these reports over 20 years say. Will the latest review fix what these couldn't? Meghan Mccabe, CBC News, St. John's.